Sunday, September 22nd, 2024. Yeah, back at the dacha. And what am I going to do today? Well, I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to show you. Okay, I'm going to transplant this tree right here. And in Russian, it is called a rябина. It looks like a maple, but it's not a maple. It's called a rябina in Russian, and in English, I looked it up, and it's called a rowan, R-O-W-A-N. So it's here in a spot where it doesn't match. So there's two trees right there. There are two right there. There are two over there. And this one over here, I'm thinking it's not getting enough sun. So I'm going to dig it out, and I'm going to show you where I'm going to take it. Oh, and this one right here, this one in Russian, it is called облепиха, and in English, it is called sea buckthorn. So I'm going to dig this out also, and I'm going to put them right here. So the rowan will be right here, and the sea buckthorn right there. So there it is. I got my work cut out for me. I got to dig these two holes. I need to dig out the sea buckthorn right there, dig out the rowan that's out by the car, haul them over, and plant them. So, I don't know, I guess I'm in a digging phase this week instead of making lumber. I am either digging out my stumps like this or transplanting. So today's going to be kind of an easier day since it's Sunday. I only have two things that I want to do. It's just the transplanting, and that's it. If I have time for more, I'll get more done. But we'll just keep it at that. I don't know. I'm thinking if I get too much stuff planned out and then I feel bad that I didn't accomplish it. So let's go with two things today, and who knows? Maybe I'll do more. Maybe I'll only get one tree done. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, let's get to work and let's grab our material. We need the shovel, we need the rake, we need my work gloves, and the wheelbarrow. And let's go get to work and let's start digging. All right, let's go. Okay, so I dug the hole out. Here's the sea buckthorn, and I dug it out from over there. And now I'm gonna drop it into here and go on to the next one. All right, let's start putting this sea buckthorn into the hole. Okay, there it is. It's in its place now. Looking good. Now I'm going to give it a little bit of water, and it'll settle in. Now in the springtime, it's going to be a little bit rough around the edges here. So I'm probably going to have to fill in a little bit more dirt. But this is the perfect time for the transplanting. It's fall time, and it'll settle in perfect for the winter. All right, let's start digging this. And let's see how long this is going to take. Not only to dig, but then to go over there and dig that out and bring it here. Okay, we got the wheelbarrow here, got the shovel, and let's start digging. Let's dig this out. Nice tree. Yeah. All right, let's go at it. Almost there. Just got to keep digging slowly. Got to make sure not to cut as many of the roots as possible. So being really careful now. And now I got to go in by hand and loosen everything up. Because if I go in with the shovel, I'm going to end up cutting the roots, which I do not want to do. So it takes a little bit longer, but I want to make sure that this tree has the best chance possible when it gets transplanted, that the roots are not all cut up. Okay, back to work. I finally got it out. Here it is. It's actually a shallow root. It's not that deep, but it's very thick. It's got all these little hairs on it. So I had to just slowly move it side to side. And I did get it out. So there it is. Now I gotta go take it over there and put it into the hole that I prepared. All right, let's go plant it. There it is. It's all done. and I transplanted it, and I even clipped off the top a little bit so that in the springtime, once it starts blooming, it's gonna get more bushy. So there it is. I think it's looking good. Okay, now I gotta go and I gotta get a hose, and I need to water the two plants here. So give them a little bit of dosage of water, and then I'll go on to another project. I don't know, I still have time. All right, but first, let's go get it some water. Okay, so I'm just gonna wet it around, you know, not to really soak it in too much, but you know, it will settle down the ground around it, and it'll put the moisture back around the tree. So then it'll start to harden up, and that'll be good. So yeah, just, I don't know, maybe 20 liters. I don't know, about 4 gallons of water should be enough. And if anything, maybe I'll give it another dosage of water later before I go. But this is just to make everything settle down. Before I go on to do any other project, I gotta cover this up. And I'm also gonna give it a little bit of water, and just to kind of hold it down. And probably in the springtime, I'm gonna add a layer of soil because it's probably gonna be rough. Anyways, it's looking much better now that the tree is out of the way, and there's like 2, 2, and 2. And this one, which didn't have a partner on the other side, it had to go. Plus, it was not getting any of the sun. So in its new location, it'll have the sun, and that'll be that. Anyways, let's go and cover this up. Okay, there it is. All covered up, and I watered everything down. And next year, you won't even know that there was a tree here. It's gone. It's transplanted way down over there by the greenhouses. All right, now I got to figure out what else am I going to do? I don't know. Let's think of something. I have maybe about another hour or two. I don't know. I'll think of something. Okay, I still have a little bit more time left here. I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to show you what I got planned. I've been walking past this birch tree for the last 2 years, this one right here, and I'm looking at it and I'm going, it's a Charlie Brown. It's got to go. Yeah, so, I mean, it's right here with these 2 mature trees. Actually, it's one with 2 trunks. You can check that out. So yeah, I got to cut that out. There's no point in letting it go. And I'll trim this up a little bit here, and then we'll see what else there is to do. So let's get the saw out and let's cut her off. Well, that didn't take too long. I cut down the birch tree. There were actually 3 twigs. And I also straightened out the canopy right here. So anything that was kind of leaning down, I cut them off. So now you have a very nice walkthrough. And while I was at it, I swept up all the pine cones and stuff, so you could walk through here much easier. All right, got to take this away, and then I got to figure out what else am I going to do. I still got some more time. Let's take advantage of it and figure out what I'm going to do. But first, let's take this away. Okay, so as I was cleaning up here, I saw that I've got all these pieces of wood lumber kicking around. And I figured, you know what? I'm going to have to cut them to length, and I'm going to burn them this winter. And at the same time, I'll be cleaning up around here. There's also another place I want to show you. Here's this other piece right here. I got it last year, and I just put it here. I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I thought building something with it, but I'm just going to end up cutting it. Just watch out for the nails, burn it. And then when I clean out the ash, I can sift through all the nails, and that's that. But this right here, not only am I going to clean up this area, but it's also going to give me probably about, I don't know, maybe 2 hours of heat. That's cool. And over here, I saved one of these small birch trees right here. So I figured, you know what? Cut it up into firewood. And if I keep it inside my work shed, I'll be able to probably burn it sometime in, I don't know, February. I'll split it and just let it dry. And with the warm temperature, yeah, it'll be a little bit wet, but somewhere closer to February, it should be dry enough, and I'll run it in the wood stove. Okay, so let's uncover Mad Max here and find all the pieces that need to be cut, and let's cut some firewood. All right, let's go at it. Okay, here it is. I got this piece here. I gotta dismantle it, just pound it out so it'll be easier to cut. And I didn't really find too much, but here are a few pieces here, and these pieces right over here. So let's go at it. Let's start dismantling and then running it through Mad Max and making some firewood. Well, there it is. I'm all done. Covered up Mad Max, and I cut more firewood right here. So all the loose pieces that I had are all cut up. Let's see, what else did we do? Let's turn the camera around. I topped up my kindling here, so that's good. And let's see, what else is there? I separated the firewood, the ones that have the nails, so I'm going to specifically burn this on a single day, and that way I will know that all the wood that is going in has nails, and then when I take out the ashes, I'll just sift through the nails and take them out. I cut the birch that was right over here, and I cut that off, and I cleaned this up right here. So this looks better. And let's go take a look at the big project again. The big project today was to transplant that and that right there. So yeah, that's all done. That's really good. And I think that's about it. Yeah, I spent about 7 hours here. Okay, it's a little bit longer than I thought, but I got carried away and it was a nice day. I just got it done. So, time to go home now, spend some time with my wife and my boys, and watch the sunset as I'm going to be driving home. Anyways, take care and paka paka.